What if your life what if your life purpose would choose you and not you would choose your life purpose? The last weeks, one common theme has been coming up in literally all of my programs. And it is that very successful female business owners, hello Julia, catching me live here, were telling me that on the outside, their business looks so shiny, so perfect, everything's fine, they have the clients, they have the money, and deep inside, they felt energetically empty. They felt like they are performing for the outside world, performing for the Instagram algorithm. Somebody said like, I just want to be like you. When I feel like coming on my pajamas on my Instagram, I'm just going to do that. If I just feel like having a business and do not have professional photo shoots and video shoots and like a perfectly curated Instagram feed, I just want to do this. But now I've built this brand where everything is so curated and picture perfect that it feels like my audience is now expecting me to show up in a certain way, to be like that. And I thought it so interesting. Looking back on my own journey, it was something I highly, highly can resonate with. Again, if you would ask my husband, there were definitely times when I said, I just want to be done performing. I just want to be myself. This business, I wanted to be an expression of myself, of who I am, of the input, of the guidance I'm receiving. And if I feel like getting my hair done, I'm going to do this. If I feel like not wearing makeup, I'm going to do this. And most likely, when you will meet me in real life, I wear lipstick and maybe a little bit of rouge, but most likely no makeup most of the time, not even like jewelry. Simply, I just don't like it. It bothers me. And for me, it was always so important, and that was definitely a journey, to be the woman who I am. And people told me, I'm like, but you don't have the luxury designer things. And then I started back in the journey, and if you go back to the beginning of this Instagram channel, like buying all those like luxury designer things, especially with the big logo on. But me personally, Janine, I'm like, I don't even like that. It's like, I'm always going to be this like rich, quiet millionaire. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm naturally not drawn to it. If you would ask my family, I always had like brands, like clothes from certain brands, but I would never show the label. Like the moment it would show the label, even like by Nike or something, you know how it can have like this big bold Nike on your shirt, or just a tiny logo, or not even in the back, or just the inside of the shirt, or it's like somewhere on the bottom, super tiny, small. This would be me. And it always has been. I'm like, I love that those clothes exist. And I remember when I moved to the US, I'm like at Prada, and I'm like, can I ask you something? Like, you only have all those like pieces with like massive like Prada signs. I'm just looking for like their catwalk collection. And he's like, oh, that's so refreshing. And they even came to my house afterwards. Like, it became such a like intense friendship. And they told me, I'm like, it's very different here, because Americans, at least at the Prada I was in New York, they care more about that you see I wore Prada. And I'm like, oh, I don't care about it. It's like with a lot of my close proximity clients, like, it's like, ooh, I see you have those Chopard earrings, this watch. And if you're not like part of the rich club, I don't know how to say it better, then you wouldn't even realize that these are very luxury items, but they don't have a big label or anything on it. So on this whole journey, I try to perform. I tried to perform for other people because I thought it's something we have to do, and I'm really glad I've done. Because on this journey, I realized that I just don't want to perform. I'm done performing. I am good enough the way I am. And if somebody needs me to wear certain clothes to think that I'm rich or that I have a successful business, that's on them and not on me. And it took me time, effort, tears, love, growth to become the woman I am that doesn't need to perform for nobody except myself. Because when I'm looking into the mirror, I am seeing somebody I'm so proud of. And what I love the most about myself is when I'm looking into that mirror, I am seeing who I am truly. It's a full expression of my truth, of who I am, of how I want to run my business, which price points to choose, which clients to choose, and really to be able to pick all these pieces out of a gazillion ways of how all of us could run our business, how we should be, how we should do things or not. And this theme of finding who you truly are, why you are here, came up so often in my coaching containers in the last month, not just weeks or days, month. And I thought it's so interesting because when we, especially as a business owner, are wearing a mask of let me pretend, right? Let me pretend I'm always perfectly styled. Let me pretend I'm so glamorous like it looks like on the photos. Let me pretend. And it's coming from a way of pretend, and I hope now I'm getting more accepted. I hope now I'm getting more clients. I hope now I'm getting more sales. It's just not going to work. Because you cannot fake yourself to be somebody in a long term. For sure in the short term. But in the long term, it will catch up. And you have to become the woman who you are. And part of that is also to accept on your journey why I'm doing this live, that your life purpose chooses you. You do not choose your life purpose. And this is a conversation I'm having with so many people. That you thought I choose this life purpose for myself. You started it and you've reached this point where you just feel so energetically empty, drained. It's all perfect on the outside, right? People tell you just should be grateful for the clients, be grateful for the business, be grateful for everything you've established, for everything you've experienced. And yes, we are grateful. And at the same time, we cannot ignore the feeling that the work we're doing right now, or the way you set up your business right now, is energetically draining and actually not filling you. And this is something I always do. I've always done after every coaching container. If you're in my world, you know this is something I do at the end of every month. Right now again. How do I feel? How do I feel at the end of this month? Do I feel like I actually have more energy or less energy from the things I was doing? And this is always a first clear indicator of, am I actually on my life purpose, or am I on the purpose I thought I have to be on? And when I surrender to, actually, I'm not even choosing my life purpose. I deeply know I'm here with a purpose. And let me find out which purpose actually chooses me. Things skyrocket. People always ask me, like, how you make so much money? How is it possible with a small audience of yours to bring in every year multi-millions. This is next to many things, right? But we have to start somewhere. And the first question we always have to answer is, who are you? Who am I? And afterwards is the question, where am I going? And then the third question is, with whom? But if I do not know who I am, everything I'm going to build on top of that is going to be a lie. So my invitation for you, a couple things. I want you to tune in and look in the mirror. And can you truly answer for yourself, who am I? Who am I? Without like, oh, I'm a woman, I'm so old, I'm a man, this is my hair color. Like, you know, like when you connect to your soul, to your essence, however you want to name it, like coming really from a place of truth. Like you look in the mirror, you look yourself in the eyes for a long time, like at least a minute, right? Longer time, not just like, hey, let me put some water in, like, and what's coming up? Do I really even know who I am? Or have I skipped this part and just build on it? Where am I going? I just put on that a business costume, business, job, money, making job. Or even the next level, am I just in a relationship and I'm following my partner's path? Because if I don't know who I am, where I'm going, but I am just with somebody, I cannot be on my own path. Just some like deeper questions to contemplate. And the more we talked about this concept that your life purpose actually chooses you and you don't choose your purpose, one thing came up, and that was literally 48 hours ago. I was in bed. I was doing my nightly gratitude before falling asleep. And I had this really intuitive hit, like, we gotta do a 2-day live event next week, and it's called Chosen. And this is really where we will go deep into which life purpose choose you actually. And I received this, I set this up, I really had like this idea of like, I don't even want to launch anything. I don't want to really actively promote something, but the voice was so loud, and I'm like, okay, creator, here I'm surrendering, I'm following you, I'm just setting up this whole Chosen program. So it was set up, and then yesterday I thought, let me start selling, right? At least people have to know about it, that we are having a new program. And then this voice said, like, it's not time to sell it yet. And I almost got mad. I'm like, what does it mean? You're telling me, creator, to set up a whole program. We're setting up this whole program. Every part, every team member of the Rich and Happy family helped support it, bring this to life. And then I'm receiving, do not sell it yet. And I'm like, that is so wild. Why shouldn't I sell this program? Doesn't make any logical sense, right? So I'm like surrendering again, tuning in this morning. I'm like, okay, what are we doing with Chosen now? And what I've received is something we've never done in this way. You cannot buy yourself a ticket to Chosen next week. It's 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. You have to comment Chosen below this video, and I will tune in. I will ask the creator if you're supposed to be at this event, and if I receive a yes, I will give you the link, and if I receive a no, you will not receive the link. So there is no public link for Chosen. It's $111 for 2 days, and it is for you if you are ready to experience the life purpose that choose you, and you are ready to give up the purpose that you choose that wasn't fulfilling so far. So I would love to have you. I will keep you updated how this whole experiment is going for you, for me, for us, for the chosen people of this room. And if you want to be part of it, you just comment chosen below. And we will see if the creator has a link for you or not. I love you. I talk to you soon. Nothing but the best.